In this video, we are going to share 10 checklists that you must have in handy when you're buying or selling a house.
Hello everyone, this is Aditya.
And this is Mamta.
Thank you so much for subscribing our channel. If you are not subscribed yet, please do subscribe for awesome content about real estate and realtor journey.
Thank you. And today we are here because Mamta came up with a list of 10 things that you must, have in handy, especially if you want to save time and headache while you're purchasing a house or selling your house. So,
Yeah, the the purpose of doing this video because 3 months ago we sold our first property and we forgot to set up all these things. So I wasted so much of time calling buyer and utility companies and everybody. It was like so much mess. So I wanted to share my experience, and I don't want this to happen to anyone. So that's why we are making this video today.
yeah, thank you. So, without any ado, we'll get into the content. So, the first thing when you're buying a house or selling a house, if you're buying, set up a home insurance, call bunch of people. If you're at the last doing that at the last minute, you're not getting a right product. So be prepared, be planned. If you're buying, make a call to different people and get a best quotation and get a best product. And if you're selling, cut off your services because sometimes they forget that if they don't get notified, they will not cancel your and you will be get billed for it.
And the second thing is setting up the utilities. That's what I didn't do when we sold our house. So recently I started doing all those things. So the first thing is Envin bills, Envin and Union gas. And if you have hot water tank rental at your house and you have to call them and set up the payments on your name, or if you are a seller, you have to call them and cut off the services for that house on your name.
Yeah, and if you're not in Canada, Envin Union Gas might not exist in your country or in US, or make sure whatever the services that are providing you electricity, water, and gas.
Yes.
So the next thing is make sure update your all your government services. Like your driver license and all sort of things where you have your address. Notify them, or most of the cases, like in Ontario where we live, we have a website for Service Ontario. We just go on that and update it. It's like it takes only 1 minute, but unfortunately, if we don't have that checklist, we will forget. Eventually, we are human beings, right? So, and the fourth thing is CRA. So if you're in Canada, it's CRM means Canada Revenue Agency. But if you're in different countries, make sure whatever the tax companies like government related stuff, but the tax related portfolio, make sure you update your addresses because sometimes you get notifications from the tax company, and then if you forget, that will cost you a big chunk of money if you delay things. So that's why make sure you do update your address on their website.
And the fifth thing is banks and credit card companies. If you deal with different financial institutions or different credit card companies, make sure you change the address with them too, because sometimes they will send some uh,
All sorts of promotions, or
promotions.
you might miss, like
Yeah.
I have a awesome Visa card I don't use, but I always use their promotional thing is which is like 0% interest for next 3 months only. Take action now, then you'll get the 0% interest. So if you did not update your address, you might lose that kind of promotional things. Or sometimes you have a payment, then you have a bad history on your credit card or on your service. So make
Yeah.
sure you update that.
Yes. And the sixth thing is your internet or your telephone services or your TV services. Make sure you update your address with them too, and to move your services to your new address, you have to let them know ahead so that they will
Change
change
things.
everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the next thing is post office. So if you're in Canada again, I think even you guys might have similar systems. So sometimes even here and there, some mails you might get um, from different sources, right? So if you update your address with the post office in Canada, they will direct you to your new address. So that way, at least you will get all your mails instead of going to the old address. It will come to you. So update with the Post Canada.
And if you are a working person, make sure you update the address at your workplace, because sometimes they will send tax slips or anything related to your
Yeah,
work
and
or
if your employer is super nice, sometimes they send you gift cards, like
yeah.
250 gift cards we got last year.
Yeah. So make sure you update the address and just go and talk to your HR, and they'll take care of everything.
Yep. And the ninth one, which is very important thing, is online shopping. We all love shopping, but if you don't update it, the main sites, sometimes you might have subscriptions with. So make sure you update your address over there. Like Amazon Prime, I have on my Amazon. If you don't, that whatever the website, whatever the online services that you use, just update the addresses over there. And then the last one, this is very, very important. Do you want to go with that?
Yeah. Share your address with your friends and family members.
Yeah, if they want to visit you, then if they don't have your updated address, then you're losing them. So they have to, of course, you have a phone number, they call you, all those things. But some people want to surprise you, so don't surprise them. Let them surprise you. So update your address with them. So here's the thing, and this is a bonus tip. This is not a list, but all these things for the payment related processes, because right now we are in a technology where we can pre-authorize payments or anything authorized paperless things, so that we save a lot of trees and everything. So you can set up online things as much as possible, so that you can minimize your amount of work, the amount
Yeah.
of time you have to spend on them,
Yeah.
and you might lose papers here and there.
Yeah.
When you're filing your taxes,
Mhm.
you might lose that as well.
Yeah.
And with that, that's the whole list.
And we have a bonus tip for you guys today.
Yeah. So this tip is not related to the checklist, but this is related to if you are planning to do any renovations in your home or investment property. So let's say you're buying a property like next month on a 15th. So you have like 15, 20 days time where you already know that you're going to buy that house because you have a closing date set up. Then go and talk to different contractors, or if you already have a contractor, go sit with him, make a list of materials, get specific dates. Sometimes nice better contractors, they are super busy, so get their schedule, get the material required, and plan accordingly, so that you can go and start the project right off the bat whenever you have the property in hand. So you save a lot of time and also headaches,
Yes.
and we learned
Really.
that hard way.
Yeah.
So all the tips are coming from the hard way lessons learned. At
Yeah.
least now we have a checklist. We want to go through that.
Yeah.
If you're buying a property, then we're gonna make sure that check one, check two, check three, check four, check five, check six, check seven, check eight, check nine, check 10. Done. So now we don't have to worry about that thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And with that, guys, thank you so much for being on my show. And also, I want to thank my wife, not only just for being on the video. So she's the one who is actually editing the videos from the beginning of my channel. So I really thank you very much for
Thank you.
being a supportive wife. Many of them are suffering for not having a supportive wife. So I really,
Thank you.
so have a wonderful day, guys.
Thank you for watching. Bye bye.